kinds of businesses and financing. In this life, you can be an employee, run a small business with small to no leverage, where it's just another job, and sometimes even the most stressful one than just being an employee with benefits. Or you can run a big corporation or a highly scaled business. A scaled business can be achieved not necessarily with 10,000 plus employees like in the old days, but just with around a dozen employees. We have achieved the same kind of results as a company with 10,000 plus employees would back in the 90s. Because we utilize technology by building a sales funnel, leveraging social media, and utilizing CRM, Skype, Alibaba, Freelancer, Fiverr, ClickFunnels, MailChimp, and many other tools, you can be a one-man army. I have approximately 9 to 15 employees at the time, not counting hundreds and in the Chinese factories that I work with, but they're not my employees. I just do my business with them. And I keep people I work with for years, and sometimes I get fresh people on new projects for myself and for my clients. You have to leverage OPT, other people's time, to get ahead. Doing everything yourself is wrong, but thanks to our school system, they punish you unless you do things yourself. It's actually the opposite of truth. You need to leverage other people's brains, time, and labor. If I didn't leverage brilliant experts I work with, then I would not succeed. And this is how it works. You only have 24 hours in a day. If you work 16 hours and sleep 8, that is about maximum you can do, which realistically you can work like 14 max. And you have to have days off. Then you max out on your output. But if you hire people on your team, then with just one more person on your team combined, you have 48 hours in a day. Imagine how much more time you have if you have 10,000 employees. And that is why time is more valuable than money. You don't want to work for money. Instead, you want to pay money to others and buy their time. Question comes right away in mind, but with what money do I pay them? You pay people with OPM, other people's money, banks' money, business loans, investors raise money. There are many different ways to find the money in the modern world. There are even online fundraisers to launch products, and if you want to run a nonprofit, you will find funds even quicker. One of the top skills of a CEO is raising money, so start working on that. I suggest going and talking to your bank and ask questions. Sometimes the bank doesn't give out loans unless you have collateral like your house, but there's small business administration and many other ways to find the money. Also, you can find collateral like 401k, equity, and other valuables you have to give to the bank to leverage a loan to get started. See, the government wants you to start businesses as it drives the economy and creates jobs, so they give you tax incentives. They tell you to get out of debt, but that is not true. You want to be out of the bad debt with like cars or credit cards, etc., but you want to be in good debt, which is debt that provides you with leverage to create cash flow assets like an investment property. So getting into good debt, which is to create an asset such as business, is a very good idea. But of course, you need to know what you're doing. Also, it's a good idea because you don't want to use your own money to start a business. It's better to use OPM, other people's money. That way you are, again, leveraging your return rates. If you use 100% OPM, you have infinite returns as you don't put in any of your own money. So my suggestion to use as much OPM as possible, as you will grow more and more, and lenders will be willing to work with you, and you can scale your portfolio of assets. Today, my pick for the books is Robert Kiyosaki. A lot of you probably have heard of him and read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I have read many books by him, and they are all amazing. Every one of his books have extended my mind and improved my life dramatically. I highly recommend checking out his books on Amazon. Either you prefer to listen or physical books or Kindle. I prefer to listen, and even Kindle books, I have an app reading to me because that provides leverage once again. And you can multitask and actually handle reading more hours in one session. I can listen to a whole book in a day sometimes. So try it and let me know how things are going. You can email me at ask@vitalisemenov.com anytime during this program and ask me questions, give feedback so I can improve the program and I can respond to you personally and to your personal situation anytime and give you hints and tips and advice. Thanks for listening, guys, and I will see you next time.